Hey guys, welcome to another pick a card. My name is Johanna. Welcome to Tenacious Soul. This is going to be a pick a card for Are You on the Right Path? So this can be in any situation. This could be like your love situation, your career, just like your general life as well. So kind of apply it how it resonates for you. There is 3 piles today. The timestamps will be down below. You can intuitively kind of choose which pile you feel is kind of calling you or intuitively resonates with you. Okay, so we have pile number 1 right here with the kind of more purple border. We have pile number 2 with the more like blue border, and then pile number 3 with the yellow border. So yeah, just kind of take your time to choose. Again, timestamps will be down below. If you feel like you need to pause this video to kind of choose, feel free. And I will see you all in your reading. Hi, pile number 1, welcome. If you chose this pile, you chose the kind of more pinkish purple border. I guess it's kind of more pink. Pile 2 is a little bit more purpley blue. Anyway, if you chose this pile, this is going to be your reading for Are You on the Right Path? So I've pre-pulled some Oracle and Lenormand cards, and then we're going to live pull some tarot as well. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's see. Again, this can apply to like any area in your life or just like generally your life. Are you kind of going in the right direction? So again, take what resonates, kind of leave the rest. It is general, right? So we have no need to worry. And I am trying a different camera angles, so it's like the camera's on the opposite side kind of, so just kind of hopefully I hold the cards in the right area. We have surrender. So this card says, sometimes learning to surrender can feel as though you're dying. The ego learns what's hardest, to stop trying to control the whole universe. Then we have comparison, number 5. We have privileged lady, number 12. And then I'm going to read this card at the very end. This is the Beyond Lemuria card. So I'm going to tell you what it says for the title of it, but then we'll read it at the end. So it says evolution, okay, and then we're going to read that as almost like advice at the end. So pile number 1, are you on the right path? I feel like you are, but I feel like you're kind of stressing yourself out. Some of you could be comparing yourself to other people with this comparison card. I actually feel like you're a lot better off than you think with this privileged lady. But you also may feel like other people get opportunities that you don't, or maybe you feel like other people are privileged and you don't have that. I feel like you do. Like there's a need for you to not worry, right? Surrender to this process and this evolution, because I feel like you are evolving. But there's a comparison, or kind of like, it's like comparing yourself to other people is, I heard thief of joy. It's like, it's stealing your joy. It's stealing your capabilities of kind of moving forward sometimes. Like you might find, because the surrender card makes me think of the Hanged Man, so you may feel like you're stuck when really you're just being called to let go and stop comparing yourself to other people. So I do feel like you are on the right path, group number 1, but there's an element of releasing the need to control and kind of like surrendering to the path, because some of you are like almost resisting the path in a weird way, like even if it's unintentional. There's a sense of keeping yourself stuck, but it's like you're not really seeing the other side of it. So there is, with this surrender card, a need to kind of like process the ego in order to, you know, kind of step into that spiritual divine aspect of like moving into and just moving along your path. This need to worry, it says no need to worry, but the need to worry comes from a space of ego, right? And so it's like surrendering the ego so that you can step more into alignment with the universe, and just more, not even really alignment, because I feel like you are in alignment, but it's like you're slowing yourself down. It's like you're resisting. It's like you and the universe are moving in alignment, but then you kind of keep like pulling back and going forward and pulling back and going forward. So it's like almost slowing you down, because the divine's saying, come with me here. But then we start this worry, the ego kind of gets in our mind, and ego is comparison as well. So especially if you're like, you compared yourself to people online, or there's like an aspect of like maybe not feeling good enough in order to get what it is that you want. But I actually feel like you're a lot better off than you think you are or you have a lot more opportunities or things that are heading your way to help you out with this privileged lady. So you've got a lot of good things going for you, group one. It's just a matter of seeing them, but also, you know, kind of not comparing your path to other people, because your path is going to be different, right? So let's see what the tarot has here for you guys. What is group number one on the right path? Is group number one on the right path in their situation? Some of you in love, this is like comparing yourself to other people, like other past partners, maybe just comparing yourself to other people where it's like, oh, that person wouldn't like me because I don't have X, Y, and Z, you know? In a career, this is like, oh, I can't put my ideas out there. I can't put my business idea out there because other people are doing it better, or, oh, that market's saturated. I can't do that, right? So it's like things that we kind of tell ourselves comparison-wise to like hold ourselves back. Spirit's asking you to let that go. All right, let's see. Are you on the right path? Group number one. Is group number one on the right path? All right. So we have the Five of Wands, we have the Queen of Wands, the Eight of Swords, and the Emperor. Bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Wands. So you are definitely on the right path. I feel like you're struggling a little bit with it, with this Five of Wands energy. So you could be, sorry about the shaky hands. You could be struggling with the Five of Wands, where it's like, again, that could be internal conflict. It's like a battle. You know, you could feel like it's a battle to kind of like keep moving forward in some aspects, where it's like you keep hitting like little roadblocks or little obstacles that kind of keep coming up. But with this Queen of Wands in your challenge, it's like you just got to remember how powerful you are, right? It's like this could be a challenge for you to like step into this energy of like, I'm the boss, I know what's going on, I know what's best for me. With the overall energy being the Four of Wands, it's like you guys are in the right path here. You are going along the right path. You're in alignment, right? Four of Wands is two people coming together. It's you and the universe coming together, right? And it's a celebration. So I feel like things are working out. We have the World and Strength card. It's like there's a little bit of like harnessing your inner power, realizing your inner power, having that confidence within yourself to put yourself out there in the world. You know, some of you, this definitely could be business or career related, but others of you, this could even just be like dating people and getting to know people, right? Where it's like having that courage to put yourself out into the world and, you know, believe that you're just as deserving, if not more, than some other people, right? It's like you have these good things going for you and you are in alignment with yourself. You just have to like remember that, I think, is really the biggest thing for you guys here. Now in your advice, we have the Eight of Swords, which this to me is like the no need to worry card. So Spirit is telling you, like, you know, your advice is to, I feel, get out of your head, right? It's like to take this Eight of Swords energy and transmute it in a different way so that it's more productive for yourself. There's not a need to worry. So it's like, how can we take, you know, these things that are on your mind and how can we transmute them? Some of you, this is like writing things out, making a list, journaling, you know, maybe saying things out loud to yourself, like getting organized, like doing things that kind of like help release this energy from yourself. Maybe that's like having a bath or going for a walk or listening to some music, dancing, whatever it is for yourself to kind of get yourself out of that funk. Spirit is saying, you know, that's something that would be beneficial for you right now. It's definitely something you may feel more stuck than you are with this Eight of Swords. Like a lot of times we feel like, oh my gosh, I'm so restricted. I can't get things off my brain. And like, oh, what about? And it's like, again, that comparison. And I feel like with these swords all around her, like, and if you look at other tarot decks, like the rope around her is loose, right? She can set herself free at any point in time. She just maybe chooses not to, or she thinks she's more stuck than she really is, right? It's like you've built this up around yourself. And if you can let that go, you're going to step into this energy of the Emperor. Things are going to feel a lot more stable for you. You're going to feel a lot more in control of the path, but in a good way, right? You're going to have control of your ego. You're going to have control over your emotions. You're going to be taking controlled action towards things. And and really kind of like stepping into this place of power, right? And having this energy around you where you're like trusting in what's going on for you. Give me, let's clarify this Eight of Swords here in the advice. Can you clarify this Eight of Swords for group 1 in the advice for, are they on the right path? Clarify this advice. We have the Five of Swords. Yeah, another card of like ego, right? And ego isn't always like, oh, I think I'm the best. You know, ego isn't always, I think I'm the best, you know, no one can touch me. Ego is what keeps us safe, right? So people who think that they're the best and have like what we call like, oh, that person's so egotistical, those people, it's a front typically, right? For some insecurity. The way that they act keeps them safe, right? But other people, it's like their ego keeps them small. So their ego tells them like, no, you can't do that. No, you're not worthy of that, right? And it's because if we do go for it, then what, right? Then you face rejection, you face failure, all of these things. So for you guys, I feel like figuring out what your fear is around moving forward will be really good for you, to kind of help release that and then kind of process that moving forward, to kind of like, you know, work through your blocks and your challenges in order to have the success and to maintain that progress on your path, right? So we have the Five of Swords, the Two of Swords, and the Four of Swords that came out for your, clarifying the Eight of Swords for your advice. So again, mental conflict, things that keep you stuck. You're not really stuck. Like she has that blindfold and the Two of Swords over her eyes, but she has two swords. She could take them off, but she's like almost like choosing not to look at something. So again, it's like, what is your ego trying to hide from you? What is your ego trying to protect you from that can be conscious or subconscious? A lot of times our fears are subconscious to a certain point, and then it's like, oh, I'm now starting to see that I have this as a pattern and I do this all the time whenever this happens, right? It's like really kind of analyzing those things. We have the Four of Swords here as well, but I feel like the advice again is like to calm the mind, to meditate, to take rest, to take time for yourself, to kind of clear your mind, however you do that for yourself, because that's going to be different for every person, right? To kind of like clear out the noise, clear out the chatter. And with this Eight of Pentacles, yeah, and the Devil and the Ten of Pentacles here, this is like this is like achieving material success. Some of you overwork though, okay? So some of you are working really hard to distract yourself, or like, you know, there's some sort of like material focus here that could be distracting you. So maybe if like anytime fear comes up, it's like, I don't know, maybe you go shopping, or maybe you like work harder, or you spend more time working, or you're like, oh, maybe I got to go clean something. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's something here that you do that's avoiding the problem. Okay. But I also feel as though it's like working on your blocks and your challenges with the Eight of Pentacles and the Devil is going to help you get to this Ten of Pentacles. Like you have to overcome these blocks. What's holding you back between the work you're putting in and the abundance is this Devil energy of like the block, right? So I feel as though you guys are definitely on the right path. I think that there's just still some things that are coming up that you're needing to surrender and let go. And for a lot of you, it's very much the mind, the ego, the mental space. Okay. And once you can do that, you'll be in a lot more control of kind of your situation, or just feel in control. You'll feel a lot more stable. And I feel like you'll be able to like actually take action on the things that you're wanting to take action on, because you do feel this way. I feel like right now you're maybe not taking action, or you're struggling to with this Five of Wands, or just struggling to get things going, or feeling like you're going forward or moving forward in your path. And once you kind of clear out this mental block, you're going to feel a lot more like, okay, we're doing the right things, we're on the right path, we're in control, and I know what's going on, right? So let's read your card here. We have Evolution. So it says, consider what evolution means to you. Is your evolution about growth, expansion, adaptation, success, or becoming a better version of yourself? Look for ways to flourish in the face of a challenge. Break a problem down to its elements. Be creative and consider how you can make it more fun and inspiring. Alternatively, ask how you can learn, grow, and become stronger through what's happening for you. You may be pushed to greater and deeper learnings, and it might be an uncomfortable process, but the strength, growth, and wisdom that come from journeying through the eye of the storm and embodying this knowledge is something no teacher can show you. So that is your message, group number 1. That's the picture on the back of the card. So that is what I have for you, group 1. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing. Hopefully you guys liked this one. I did get a request on Instagram for this one, so I thought that it would be a good one to do. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good one, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye. Hi, group number 2, welcome. If you chose this pile, then this is going to be your reading for Are You on the Right Path? This is like the purpley blue, oh boy, card with the border here. You guys got a lot of cards that fell out for your pile, so we'll kind of see what comes up for you. So again, you can relate this to love, career, just like your life in general, whether you're on the right path. So take what resonates, leave the rest. It is general, okay? So we have straight up just a no. And in this deck, the no with the exclamation point is like, it means no. Like the other one is not as intense. This one is like, no way, Jose. But we'll see what else comes out. We have outrageous openness. And it says, Dear love, open me to your will, release me from my attachments, surprise and delight me with your plan. You know what's needed and I'm open to receive. Okay. Then we have inner voice. This is like high priestess energy. Number 2, I believe that's a 2 or 11, but I think it's a 2. Then we have number 29, which is the female or the woman in the Lenormand deck. This one typically, it could be someone that you're dealing with, or it could just be like you, regardless of your gender, but it's like the main person in the reading, okay? Then we have the anchor. And we have the journey. So 35 and 10. And then I'm going to just read the title of this card. This is the picture of it. And then we're going to read what the actual card says at the end for kind of like your advice or just kind of to close out the reading, okay? So this is your card. It says radical expansion. Okay, so interesting group here for you, group number 2. I feel like you guys are not in alignment with something in your life here, and you know this with this inner voice. Like you already know with this no here, you're like, ah, damn. Like it's kind of like, I knew it, but I didn't want to hear it kind of thing. With this outrageous openness, what I'm getting from it is that the need to be open to new things, right? If you're attached to a certain situation that maybe isn't in alignment with you with this no card, it's like a need to kind of be open and trust your intuition and kind of guide yourself in different directions. I feel like you're kind of on a journey. I feel like you are growing and expanding. It's not that you're not moving forward. It's not that you're stuck. It's just that you're in a situation right now that's not serving you or going to get you to where you're wanting to go. It's like there's a need to leave something behind, okay? So whatever that is, that could be a job, it could be a relationship, it could be a house. It could be like, I don't know, selling a car, like something random, right? It doesn't have to be like so outrageously like, no, you're on the worst path, like you're not doing anything right. That's not what it's saying. It's just more of like, there's something you need to release here that you're maybe a little bit attached to, right? So there may be a little bit of like codependent type energy where it's like, oh, I need this. You don't need anything, right? Just be open and receptive to receive new things. The anchor card is making me feel as though, now this may not be the traditional meaning of the Lenormand card, but what I'm getting with the anchor card is like, you're on a journey with the anchor here and the journey card to kind of like set down roots, right? It's like, don't solidify yourself, be open to things, right? Don't solidify yourself in anything right now. I feel like you're not supposed to be anchored in anything right now. I feel like you're in the midst of a journey. So example, if you're wanting a relationship, like now might not be the right time, or the relationship that you're in is not the right time to set down roots with this person, right? You may have to go on a journey and kind of, you know, be open to new things or be open to new pathways for you. This could be, maybe you get a no, right? You get a no from a situation, like for example, another one, you're going to go buy a house, or you want to buy a house and you get a no, or you get declined on something. It's because it's leading you in a better direction. Okay. So just remember that whenever what do they say? Rejection is God's protection, right? And it's usually leading you in a new direction here. And with this radical expansion, I feel like you guys, when you can release whatever it is that's not serving you here, that's when things are going to progress into something more. So, and things are going to start expanding and growing for you a lot as well. Some of you as well, intuitively, you need to be more open to your intuition and trust that part of yourself. Some of you could be working on that, and that's what's expanding within you as well. But short answer, I do feel like you guys are on the right path, but there's just a thing or something you're still holding on to that's like, it's kind of keeping you a little stuck. That I feel like if you stay with it, then you're not on the right path, but if you let it go, then you'll kind of come back into alignment, if that makes any sense. So again, take that as it resonates, but let's kind of see what the tarot has for you guys. What is going on? Is group number 2 on the right path? Group number 2, are they on the right path? So we have the 10 of Cups, we have the Ace of Wands, we have the 2 of Cups, one more here, and the Ace of Cups. Wow. Group number 2 definitely looks like relationship stuff. We have the Page of Wands. So some of you could be in a relationship with this 10 of Cups. Again, I feel like you need to be, there's something new here that you need to be open to. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. I don't feel like you're unhappy right now. Like, I feel like you're in a good space with this 10 of Cups. You may even be in a good relationship. Maybe some of you are doubting it though. There's an element of like, because the Ace of Wands in your challenge here makes me feel as though you're resisting something new, or maybe there's no passion, and it's like you need to restart the passion in something, right? I feel as though there's something here that you need to be open and receptive to and get back in alignment with, right? 2 of Cups can be alignment with, you know, a person, or it can be you and your higher self. And so I feel as though your environment and yourself you're in a good space. Maybe your family's really good. Maybe you're really happy with your family and things are going well. Whether you're in a relationship or not, this could be just like your immediate family, right? Things are going well in your environment, in your world. But I feel as though, and again, this is why I feel like it's not like you're not on the right path with this 10 of Cups, you know? I feel like you're in the good path, but it's like maybe now you need to be open to something new. Like maybe you're growing beyond the 10 of Cups. It's like now you got to restart. You're starting on a new path, right? We go to the 10 to the Ace. So it's almost like you're restarting this journey or expanding into a new path, right? You're going on a journey. It's like you've reached the end, so you can't stay complacent. You know what I mean? It's almost like restarting or rekindling something. Now, for some of you, this could be like, again, getting into a new relationship here. We do have the Page of Wands, which again would be a new journey, and the 10 of Wands, the Death card behind that. So it's like there's been an end to some sort of cycle here. And again, like starting on a new foot, starting in a new direction, right? On a new journey. So there's something with you guys with like letting some aspect of your life go. Let's see what this 10 of Cups is in this situation here. 7 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles with the Magician. Interesting. Some of you are waiting for this. Maybe some of you don't have this 10 of Cups. You could be trying to tell yourself it's the 10 of Cups, your situation, but I kind of feel like you're just like waiting for this 10 of Cups to actually flourish, and it's not. Okay, so if you're in a relationship and you're like, yeah, this is my person and like whatever, I think it might not be. And I think you actually kind of know that with these two cards coming out to clarify it, but it's almost like you're trying to create it into that, okay? And I'm not saying that it's not going to head in that direction, but it's like it's not really, there's something not working there. Clarify this Ace of Wands in the challenge. We have the Four of Wands and the World. Definitely starting a new cycle, okay? Again, that Magician. So you're manifesting and waiting for this alignment, okay? I feel as though you're almost kind of, again, it's like you got to close out a chapter here in order to start something new, to have that celebration, that excitement, that union, okay? So for those of you waiting for a connection or waiting for things to like be the 10 of Cups in your life, like just have that overall abundance of happiness and joy. Like 10 of Cups is the ultimate wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment on a personal level. 10 of Cups is like you and your environment is like wish fulfillment. Like everything is going for you like top notch, okay? But it's almost like you're waiting for that. It's not here, or there's this false sense of the 10 of Cups that it's like, oh yeah, no, this is enough, right? Yeah, this is the 10 of Cups, and it's like you have no idea what the 10 of Cups is. Do you know what I mean? And I don't mean that in a rude way, but it's like there's so much more out there for you and you don't even know it kind of thing, right? It's like you're assuming it's your 10 of Cups, because 10 of Cups is most of these things, these experiences in our life, like my 10 of Cups and your 10 of Cups is different, right? My version or my perception of the 10 of Cups is different than your 10 of Cups. And so I feel like what Spirit's saying here is like what you think is the 10 of Cups is not really the 10 of Cups. You need to be open to new things. You need to be open to different things, new creative ideas. Be open to those things so that you can have more abundance, right? They're trying to give you the world here and they're trying to have you open. It's like you're in this manifestation phase of like, you're powerful right now, group number 2. And we have that High Priestess energy there and the Magician, right? It's like you're powerful right now. And I just feel like you need to almost like expand your horizons a little bit. Try new things. Maybe you're somebody who does the same things all the time. Why the 2 of Cups and the advice here for group 2? 3 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so some of you have been like, I feel like there's a sense of healing here with the 2 of Cups, like a coming together of like healing emotionally. It's interesting because like 3 of Swords. Swords are not emotional, right? But it does talk of heartbreak, things not working out, okay? Being hurt by a situation, whether it's romantic or not. Your advice is to kind of like reflect on this is what I'm getting with these 2 people looking at each other. It's like reflect on this so that you can heal and be ready for new things, okay? Again, I feel like you guys are on the right path. I feel like there's opportunities here for you. We have 3 aces. It's almost like you're not seeing them. You're not seeing them, which is an interesting, it's like take your time, slow down a little bit with this Knight of Pentacles at the bottom. Slow down. Stop trying to bypass the 3 of Swords, the hurt, the pain. Some of you are just entering relationships or entering situations or new opportunities to avoid. So some of you even made like move to material type situations or material things or very like earthly things to avoid the hurt. And I feel like you need to bring those 2 back together. I don't know if that made any sense, but what's this Ace of Cups and the outcome? The Lovers. Yeah, there's going to be spiritually, the universe with the Hanged Man here, they're trying to bring you something here. They're trying to open you up to things. They're trying to show you new possibilities, new options, okay? I feel like there's something in your life right now, group number 2, that's not working, okay? You know this. This is not news to you. You know something's not working, but it's like you need to open yourself up to new things. We got 3 aces here, okay? And I feel like they're trying to show you a different perspective of things, right? With that Hanged Man, it's like Okay, why don't you look at your life in a different direction? You know, don't be so committed to just like one thing or one path. Some of you, this is just opening yourself up to multiple opportunities, right? So, you know, be open to different streams of income. Be open to getting to know lots of people. What doesn't mean you're dating them all, right? But it's like, don't be so fixated on just like, oh, it has to be this person. Oh, it has to be that job. Oh, it has to be, you know, this financial plan. Like, be very open and more relaxed almost. And I feel like you're going to receive a lot of opportunities. I actually already feel like you are getting the opportunities. You just aren't like necessarily seeing them, which is an interesting perspective. So again, I don't feel like you're not on the right path, group number 2. I just feel as though there's a need to be open to more things, because if you keep going down this narrow pathway, you could get off course very quickly. Okay, so let's see what your radical expansion card says. So it says it's time for radical ways of being and thinking, and you can start by granting yourself the freedom and creativity to be you. Unleash your inner rainbow dragon and unapologetically claim your heart-based empowerment and radiantly unconventional gifts. You can be as big as your energy wants to be. Let go of limiting stories and take up all the space that you need. Have fun unleashing who you are. As bold and radical as your ideas or offerings might be, they could just be what the world is waiting for, what the world wants. Be the masterpiece your soul always wanted you to be. So yeah, this definitely could be about you like holding yourself back, not trusting yourself. But again, it's just being open, right? Being open to new things and just trying new things, doing new things. Okay, so this is the back side of your card again. So that is what I have for you, group number 2. Hopefully that resonates for you guys. If not, you can check out the other piles or just a different reading. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye. Hi, group number 3. Welcome. This is going to be your reading for Are You on the Right Path? I've pre-pulled some oracle cards. If you chose this pile, it is the yellow border card at the top. So we pre-pulled some oracles and Lenormand, and then we're also going to live pull some tarot and kind of see what's going on for you guys. So remember, this could relate to your love life. This could relate to your career or just like your life in general, of seeing kind of where you're at. So again, take what resonates, leave the rest. It is a general reading, okay? So let's see. We have not the right time. We have detachment. With detachment, you finally feel whole inside, with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's often when it is fulfilled. Okay. Then we have Beyond Illusion. This reminds me of the Judgment card. I just got this deck. This is the Osho Zen Tarot. And so I haven't figured out which ones relate to what. Then we have Change, number 9. We have Message, number 7. And then this is a card from the Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck. It's the Pocket Edition. I'm going to read the top of what this card says, and then we're going to read what the actual card says at the end of the reading. We have Awakened Awareness. Okay. Okay, pile number 3. Are you on the right path? So interesting, because this Awakened Awareness and we have Judgment here, those are both awakening cards. Like, Judgment can be like having a spiritual awakening, okay? There's some sort of change happening that could be coming into your life here, or there needs to be a change. Maybe you need to communicate a change. But for a lot of you, I feel like there's something here definitely that you need to detach yourself from. It's almost like an outcome, though, like detaching yourself from the outcome, right? Just kind of like letting things happen in the divine timing. With this not the right time, it's like not needing to control the outcome or like when it happens, but just kind of like doing the work and letting things happen as they may. So some of you could be in the midst of changing something with this 9 in the I mixed the Lenormand and the Kipper cards together. So these are both Kipper cards. But there's some sort of change here that you could be getting news about, and it's like you need to detach yourself, allow the change to happen, detach yourself from the outcome is kind of what I'm getting here, group number 3. I feel like there's some sort of option or path opening up for you with this beyond illusion. Maybe you're seeing something a little bit differently, or you need to kind of see something differently. I feel like you're going through an awakening here. So I don't feel like you're not on the right path. I just feel like it's almost like you're coming into the path, honestly. It's almost like you're stepping through the portal, you're stepping through the gate. And the thing that could be holding you back is this attachment. So detaching from the outcome, I feel like is what you're needing to detach from. Okay. But yeah, it's almost like, because I'm noticing the butterfly here. It's almost like he's blossoming. So it's like, you know, you're going from like the cocoon phase into this beautiful butterfly. And so I feel like you're kind of you're actually in the midst of getting in alignment and on the right path. So you're kind of at like the beginning stages, which is interesting. Kind of at the beginning stages, yeah. So let's see what the tarot has for you guys. What is pile number 3 on the right path? Is pile number 3 on the right path? Is pile 3 on the right path? The 5 of Wands. It came out for group number 1 in the exact same spot, actually. Is pile number 3 on the right path? What's going on for pile number 3? Ace of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, and the Fool. Yeah, you're like blossoming, you know, like it's like a new version of yourself. And Judgment, that's crazy. Judgment at the bottom here. Yeah, you guys are definitely at a crossroads here in your life. And there's a need to be free, release yourself from attachment, right? Release yourself. The Fool is the beginning of the major arcana, it comes after the World card. So the World is like the completion, and the Fool is like that breaking free energy. Okay, taking all the lessons that you've learned up until this point and stepping into a new phase of your life. Some of you are struggling with this new opportunity, though. Some of you are struggling with change. Okay. With the 5 of Wands here, in your current energy, it's like there's some sort of struggle, there's some sort of conflict, there's like, again, maybe you're fighting the universe of like the timing thing, like you're really trying to, there's a definite need to surrender, but there's something that I feel is within you here. There's some sort of like spiritual enlightenment, something that once was hidden with the Moon card that is now illuminated with the Hanged One, and now it's putting you on this path of judgment of like, okay, well, now what? Where do we go from here? And so you're seeing beyond the illusion that once was. Okay, so you guys are really blossoming into something here, and you're really stepping into something good. But I feel like this 5 of Wands is the attachment here. Why is the 5 of Wands here for group 3? Are they on their right path? Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. It could be a specific person in your life. Doesn't have to be romantic. It could be anything that is like, maybe you're having conflict with. This is the cycle that needs to close out. This could just be people in general. Okay. But maybe there's like, you know, trying to control people, right? Or people trying to control you. Give me one more card here for that 5 of Wands. Okay, we got 2. We got 3 of Cups. Yeah, this is like people and Chariot, Ace of Wands. There's something that you're needing to almost like distance yourself from, is what I'm getting with the 3 of Cups and the Chariot. Also also, if you're wanting a specific outcome, again, 3 of Cups is a celebration card, a success card. So if you're wanting that, it's like there's not a need to kind of force things. I feel like you need to allow things to happen naturally, because I almost feel like the more you try to create the success at the time that you want, the harder it becomes, the more challenges you come up against. Okay. So there's a need to kind of like surrender the control. The Chariot is a control card, right? It's like having the control. to move forward, or taking control and moving forward. But some of you need to distance yourself from a situation here, possibly with other people. Okay, maybe you're around people that are very drama filled. Okay, maybe needing to take your stuff and kind of walk away. Okay, with this Ace of Wands, we have the Ten of Swords, the Star, the Devil. It's like you're needing to move in a new direction here. I think you're being guided in a new direction away from a certain situation. And some of you may have thought that these people were good, or this situation was really good. And it's like, now you're starting to see beyond the illusion of like, you guys, you know, there's a lot of gossip. There's a lot of drama. There's a lot of like, you know, fighting, arguing, like bickering. And so there's something within people around you, or maybe it's just even in society. Maybe it's in your workplace, your relationships, right? This could be a relationship as well. That it's like, you almost have to, with the Chariot, I'm getting like emotionally distance yourself. Now with this challenge, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So what is this? What is this here for? Seven of Wands. So you're resisting new opportunities. So as much as you're like needing to move on from these other things, it's like you're deceiving yourself of new opportunities. I almost feel like by staying in what you're staying in, because some of you haven't taken this action yet, you have the ability to overcome this, but I feel like you need to kind of release yourself from something, okay? In order for this change to come in, this new, you know, potential Ace of Pentacles to come in. And so I feel like there's, again, like a little bit of like control. What's this Two of Wands in the advice? Four of Swords, Lovers. Strength, the Devil, the Star. Some of you are overcoming karma, like karmic situations. Again, that could be with people, okay? There's a need to, again, distance yourself from people, but also make a plan for your future. What goals are you trying to achieve, okay? What are you having the courage to step towards and go beyond the illusion of that Devil energy into the alignment of the Star, okay? You guys are right at the Judgment card comes, I believe, right before the World card, because it's 20 and then 21. So I feel as though you guys are right at the precipice of ending a cycle. Like, again, it's like you're seeing it all for what it is, and then you can break free and step into this new, fresh energy. I do feel like you're overcoming karmic things with the Devil and the Strength card here. You're moving to calmer waters, Six of Swords at the bottom here. And you're making this choice for yourself because you're seeing beyond the illusion, right? You're kind of taking a step back and distancing yourself from something in order to move in a new direction. You're seeing what's no longer working for you anymore. Okay? And I feel like when you get into this Fool energy, that's when it's the right time. Okay? You'll know when the time is right to act on something, or that something's going to be fulfilled for you. It's when you can break free of this. Because the Fool is the outcome card here. Let's see what that's about. What's the Fool and the outcome here for group 3? Two of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the Four of Wands. So there's going to be big celebration. Again, a new opportunity with 2 aces here. We did have the Ace of Wands at one point as well at the bottom of the deck. So we have had 3 aces out. With the Two of Swords, though, it's like it's still blocked from you, okay? So there's a need to release blockages, to open yourself to new things. I was kind of getting this with group 2. But with yours, it's more of like detaching yourself from situations, okay? So freeing yourself from people, things, places, right? Not being so like, oh, I have to stay here and this has to work out this way in order for me to be happy, or in order for me to get to the next level. I feel like you guys are going through a spiritual awakening, and that could be why there's a little bit of like resistance, but then also because we have the Seven of Wands with the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Swords with the Ace of Cups. So it's like there's resistance to new things. So it's like releasing the detachment of things that are currently in your life is going to open you up to new things, right? It's almost like you're being redirected here. Okay, so I don't really feel like I actually feel, like I said, I feel like you're at the precipice of like this change and really getting in total alignment, right? You're awakening to something here. And I think it's just releasing that attachment to things that you thought were going to work out, or again, the time in which they work out. Okay? So yeah, that's pretty much what I have for you guys. I do feel like there's an opportunity or some sort of like message coming in here. Like there could be a message specifically about an opportunity. Maybe you've already got it about something that can create change. This could be why you're at this crossroads a little bit. And it's like, if this isn't what you thought it was going to be, or this isn't what you thought your path was going to align to, it doesn't mean it's not for you. Maybe it just means that there's a need for change, and it's because other things are revealing themselves to you, right? So don't be so attached to the outcome or how it looks or how you think it should look, is kind of mainly what I'm getting for you, group number 3. So let's read your card here. We have, there are many levels of awakening. Keep learning and putting yourself into situations where you can grow. Stay aligned with your inner guidance and do what you love to keep your vibe high. Seek not instant pleasure, but substantial and sustainable joy. Eat healthily, keep your body active, and have life goals, but with enough space to hear the answers to your prayers. Find your unique way to connect to the divine inside of you, not as an external seeking, but as a receptive allowing. Be inspired to see the questions at hand with a different perspective. Look between the lines for a deeper interpretation. So again, it's like looking deeper into things, looking beyond the illusion, right? Reading between the lines, okay? And just follow what makes you feel good, okay? And follow your guidance, your intuition, right? As long as you're doing things that are good for yourself. I feel like you guys are doing a lot of like good self-care. You're like taking care of yourself really well, but there's an element of like, now it's just like making the right choices almost, or like following that guidance to make the choices and being open to new things, right? Being receptive. So that is what I have for you, group 3. This is the back of your card, if I didn't show you already. Okay. So that's what I have for you, group 3. I do feel, like I said, you're on the right path, but it's like you're at the precipice of something. There's like, you're starting to see the truth of a situation, and now it's just like releasing the need to control things. It's just being more in flow, okay? And open to change and changes. So that is what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing. If you enjoyed this reading, make sure you give it a thumbs up. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And if it didn't resonate, you can check out the other piles or just a different reading. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.